My dog Kanye, Kid Cudi was sitting down with somebody. I think it was 60 Minutes. It is in the jump. Who was he sitting down with? Let me see. No, it was CBS Morning. Sitting down talking about Kanye and his relationship with Kanye and how they tried to mend it multiple times, but it always seemed to be fucked up. He said that Kanye crossed the line when he continued to talk about Virgil after Virgil passed. That's something that he couldn't come back from. I just want to know, how many times can people come out and have these stories about Kanye West and him not being a good person before we just allow, just go ahead and get him out the culture? So many people giving Kanye West passes after passes after passes because you feel like he jumping on white people and jumping on the Jews and shit like that. So we championing that shit. Kanye is a fuck nigga and he's a bad person. When is everybody just gonna start realizing that shit and getting him out of here where he belongs? I want to hear from y'all. Where is DB? Go ahead, DB. You the Chicagoan
Y'all
up
out of
this
line.
motherfucker.
Where A-Dog at? Get
Man,
him up
Kanye
here.
don't care if y'all cancel him.
Yeah, I
You
think
can't
DB.
cancel him. You can't
Exactly.
cancel Ye on top of that. Like,
But they've
Go
had
ahead, let
personal
DB
Listen,
go.
issues.
Most of
DB
y'all
That's a
been
don't have
saying
to
personal
y'all don't
thing,
fuck.
not a
explain.
Let
culture.
DB go. Go ahead,
and
DB.
This is not the Jiggy Show.
Go ahead, DB.
Ray, help off these nuts, baby.
Yeah, that was a little
Enough
well,
of
bit.
it's a
you.
triple mute. God damn.
A little bit
But no,
shady.
you can't cancel a god, man. That's what Ye is. He better than Drake. He
Excuse
better
me?
than all your favorite rappers.
Heresy.
Please. He's just him. He's one of them ones. You can't cancel Ye, bro. It's not happening. His relationship with Cudi, that's between them two niggas. And Cudi he don't want that time. That's on that nigga. So
Do you take
yeah,
these
man.
stories into account? Because Ty Dolla $ign, Kid Cudi, Pusha T, Jay-Z don't fuck with him no more. His wife said, like, everybody has this story about Kanye West.
Dog, but
Do
they
you
But they
go
take
all
this
back to
want
into
it to
fucking with
go.
consideration?
him once he do music. Every time. Kid Cudi has done this 3 times already, bro. I'm not hearing it anymore. Niggas
He
I
either,
said
mean,
it.
he
He
was on
said it in
when
an
it's
Dollars.
interview that
beneficial to niggas, they
hold on,
go
hold
right
on. He
back to
said it
fucking with him.
you gotta watch the clip.
Jay-Z's done the same shit too. When it's beneficial to niggas, they go right back to fucking with him because they know Kanye will get your shit hot. Yes,
I
the
No,
nigga
I
has been
think,
insane and grimy for a
no, I
while.
think that when you have
Artistically,
a friend,
motherfuckers make excuses
hold
to
on. When
fuck.
you
No,
when
no,
you
no,
have
no.
a friend, when you have a relationship with somebody, I think
Man.
mending that relationship would
No,
be
the nigga
important.
talked about your kids, your family, your people that are dead. If you was gonna cut him off for good, you would have done it the first time. Every time y'all fake makeup and you go dick riding him again to get a hot single, and then it's and then he
Wake it
does the
up.
same shit he's been doing your whole friendship, and it's oh my god, now I don't fuck with him again. No, I hate people like that because it's the same shit
E-
hoes do. Nah, I don't fuck with her, and then the next week, yeah, girl, we back out, we done made up, and then she do the same shit she been doing, and it's I don't fuck with her no
Jig,
more.
hold on, Jig. I think you're not taking into account, no matter like the circumstances, right? I think when you have so many people, right? And that was just like 5, just quick off the top of my head. When you have so many people saying the same thing, it can't be everybody else. And so I think that every time that these situations come up, folks try to poke holes in the messenger. Oh, well, Kid Cudi ain't hot. Oh, well, Pusha T need this. Oh, well, Jay-Z. They're trying to poke holes in the messenger instead of saying, you know what? There's a lot of motherfuckers who is saying this shit about Kanye West. Maybe it's Kanye. Why do folks keep doing that shit? I don't get it. Go ahead, A-Dog, because he's a Kanye lover. Then we got Kenya. A-Dog.
Oh shit, it's all me?
Yes, sir.
Alright, Rashad, you're breaking my heart, man.
What happened? I know Kanye your mans.
Why? Why? That's what I wanna know.
Why Kid Cudi said that he a fuck nigga?
No. I wanna know why you said that Ye, his name's Ye, by the way,
Oh, my bad. My
is a
fault.
bad person.
because
Well,
he's a sex
I didn't
offender.
Man,
say
fuck
Kanye's a bad
Kanye
person.
West.
No,
You did
I'll
say
play
it.
it back and I'll record it and I'll send the
No,
recording to you.
What I'm saying
You
is,
said those
You did
words.
You
say
hold
it,
on,
nigga.
wait,
did
We
wait,
say
no,
You
it.
caught you.
said those
okay.
No, I
words.
Check
want to
him.
know too.
So,
Stop.
Why
so
is
I
he
said those
why
words.
is
Stop.
he a bad person?
Stop.
I said
You
those
said
words, A
those
dog.
words.
But
Yeah, nigga, we
No,
caught you.
hold on, wait.
I
Let me
also want to
clarify.
know.
I said those
This
words.
is not
Pack him
content,
up,
by the
A
way.
I
Dog.
was just regurgitating Kid Cudi in the countless we seen Pusha T. I'm because I don't know this nigga, but they're saying he's a bad person. So I'm just regurgitating what they said.
Get that dagger.
Kanye is a bad person.
How?
A lot of
Where?
people say
Y'all
black
never
What
people
listen
are
to
literally?
bad. I don't
nobody
see
when
you
they say
agreeing with
Diddy's
that.
a bad person.
I
So
do.
Diddy a bad
please
person
spare
too.
me the
Can
bullshit.
you
Y'all
Yeah,
said
Rashad
Diddy was
loves
still
some
you
Diddy.
think
cool.
I like Diddy?
Boom.
Please
Y'all
spare
let it
me the
all
Boom.
bullshit.
cook.
Rashad loves some
Free the
Diddy.
real. Go ahead.
Right.
Go
Y'all
ahead.
love some Diddy,
Oh.
so
You
shut
literally
up.
supported Diddy,
Free
but
the
now you're gonna shit on
real.
Kanye?
Oh.
Shut up.
Kanye
Rashad
has
Free
trying to
the
not
be in the
done
next
none
freak
of
real.
that
off.
shit.
Oh, okay. You got
Diddy
what?
has been railroaded.
Yeah, yeah,
This is
Right.
yeah. You're
disgusting.
you're,
Rashad
you're
trying to
Kanye
get
both
This
West
taking
the
on
railroaded. That's
type
water,
of
all.
by
shit.
Rashad.
all
Hang
Right.
on,
accounts.
He
can I
said
finish?
Rashad
Can I
trying to get
finish? I'm gonna
real.
get out of
Hold on, wait.
here.
Go ahead, A Dog. Go ahead, A
I'm
Dog.
gonna get out of here because it's all fun and games and content. I get we have serious topics and conversations, whatever. And I get that I'm only crashing out because it's my goat, whatever, but this sentiment is real for other conversations as well. It's clear as day what the fuck is going on. And I don't know if how many niggas are like just ignorant and just don't get it, and how many niggas like do get it and are purposely like manipulating or going along just for fun or for money or for whatever it is. This is only gonna ultimately be detrimental to the people y'all claim you care about. Just remember that.
Kanye ain't Hitler, nigga.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, well, how do you reconcile him admitting he's a sexual predator? How do you qualm with that?
Wait, he said what?
I'm a Nazi. Now what? What are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
do
try
about
to
it?
make
Who
it simple for
cares what
them.
I
No,
Go
say?
no,
ahead,
no.
Who
Kenya.
Rashad, go to the
cares?
hands.
Y'all
Go to
about
the
to have
hands,
Stan Wars
Hey,
up
please.
well,
in here.
Dave
I don't
Me
fuck
Blunt,
with
too.
you or
Dave
him.
Blunt wrote that song, by
Please,
the way.
please.
He's
We
the
about to
writer
have
for
Stan
that
Wars. Hold on,
Nah,
song.
wait.
for real,
So
Kenya,
Mike. What the fuck this
Let me
go?
go get my red hat.
It's on me, right?
put the goddamn hat down, Bray. We don't want to see it.
Oh, you MAGA, Bray?
So Kanye
Put the
admitted. So
goddamn hat
Kanye
down.
admitted to
Go
Hello,
ahead,
molesting
friends. It's
his
been nice
Kenya.
to come
cousin,
out the
and this
closet.
nigga
Yes,
said, "Oh
I
yeah, I'm
his
a
am.
name
Nazi."
is Ye.
Hold on, wait. Kenya,
Okay, I'm I'm gonna say this, and I know that y'all don't like this topic, but Rashad, I'm gonna say it again. Personally, me personally,
I love
I've
this topic.
worked. I work in dentistry, so I typically have kind of always, when I was working, I ain't worked in a minute, but when I was working, I was for the most part always working for the white man. I worked at one black owned dental office, only one. Now, when my last job was at it was private owned, because you have private dentistry, your mom and pop dentistries, those people that own their own dental offices, and then you have corporate dental offices. And those are run of the mill assembly line dentistry. You could typically tell the difference, okay? So when I worked from my last mom and pop, he was a Jewish man. He was an Ashkenazi Jew. He was very proud to be Jewish, a proud Jewish man. And he was a big charity giver. Oh, I love the black people. Oh, I'm here to help the blacks. Woo, 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 woo. Me and him argued a lot. What I'm here to say is I feel like it's very fucking convenient. It's only but so many black men that have reached that level to even be with those people and have those conversations, right? We could count them on our hands and toes. Okay. So it's only but so many black men that got that far. Now, if you're telling me the black man that one of them that did get that far is saying, hey, I feel like a lot of these industries are owned by this sect of people, and this sect of people has these personal motivations to do these things and make the industries these ways. If you're telling me that that doesn't make sense to you, I think that is crazy. Because if you do look out and you look at it objectively, he's not saying anything that's like actually wrong. So it's like, what's the beef? If he's calling out certain people and other people don't want to stand with him, that doesn't tell me that he's wrong per se. Because if everybody's getting paid by this group of people, and one out of those group of people decided to speak up that we all getting paid by this group of people, so maybe they have credence and they're lending to what the fuck we put out to the masses and the people. Okay, if it's only one nigga saying that, I'm supposed to not believe him and believe the other 20 people that's also getting paid by said people? That doesn't make
you
sense.
know what doesn't make sense?
Yes.
Get
The way that y'all, the
'em!
way that y'all, hold on,
Preach!
hold on. The way that y'all conflate the message, right? Because Kanye does say things that can kind of perk your ears up and make you pay attention, right? But Virgil, you disrespecting Virgil after he did ain't got nothing to do with that, right?
And is that what you're talking
Hold on, wait,
about
wait,
right
wait, wait.
now?
You
I'm
don't know
saying
that
no,
nigga.
that's not
But
what
is that
I'm
what you're
talking
talking
about.
about right now?
That's not what
You don't
I'm
know that
talking
nigga.
about. That's what Kid.
Exactly. So what
No,
is
no,
that?
no, no, no. That's what Kid Cudi is talking about in the reason for the segment. And this is based on Kid Cudi's conversation about you never being able to come back because you said this shit about Virgil. When everybody speaks on their interactions with Kanye West, it's not because he's talking about the Jews, even though Ty Dolla $ign said, "Hey fam, I'm not on that shit," right? But when you talk about Pusha T, it wasn't about that. Pusha T spoke about loyalty in a friendship, right? Kid Cudi is talking about loyalty in a friendship. They're not talking about, oh, Kanye trying to save the music industry, fight the Jews. No, they're talking about, hey fam,
Wrong,
you did something
wrong, Rashad.
personally to me
No,
in
but
this
Rashad,
friendship.
but Rashad,
Hang
both
on,
of the,
let me
but
go. Hang on.
Rashad, both of those things are
Rashad, a lot of it's
clashing.
tied in
I'm
though.
Hold
not
on, wait, wait,
here.
wait.
No,
Yes,
they are.
hang
They
on.
are tied into each other. I'm not here to tell you that Kanye West's mental health is not something that needs to be like of
He's
discussion.
an
Okay, because
idiot.
honestly, maybe even the fact that he is speaking to these things is giving credence to the lack
Hang
of
on.
mental health because nobody else is. They going along and getting along. Okay, they're getting their bag
Let
right.
me say
So
something. Let me
so
say
so
something.
they're so they're the ones
You
with
next, A dog.
sense. The person
And
that's
how we
speaking
gonna know
out
Virgil
obviously
wasn't the
got
fuck
something wrong
niggas?
with him.
I do
But
have my hand up.
but what I'm
Put your
saying,
hand up. I can't see
Rashad,
you on the key, A dog.
if all the people just hear me out real quick, right? If all the people that are saying we've ended these friendships, we don't fuck with him no more, whoop de whoop de woo, because of the shit with Virgil, because of the Jewish shit, because of all of these outbursts and things that he's spoken against, right? And in culmination, it seems to be that he's speaking against the machine, whatever the machine is. Now, honestly, y'all thought the machine was the labels for a very long time. You thought it stopped there. Okay. But what a lot of people came to tell you was that it don't stop there, ho. Okay. The labels is owned by a set of people, and these are the people you really got beef with, ho, because actually they own a lot of other shit too. Okay. So let's start to look at it from a bird's eye view and see that maybe, just fucking maybe, there's something really odd going on about the way that things are being orchestrated and puppet
Kenya, your
strings is being
timeline fucked
pulled.
up. His divorce with his wife ain't got shit to do with the music industry.
Yo, Jig, I think
Like
Kenya
His
your
got you
your
divorce
for
with
a
his
timeline
wife
space.
fucked
don't
up.
My
have
bad.
nothing to do with what
Go
we're
ahead, A
talking
dog. Let
about
A
right
dog
now.
go.
You're talking about
What?
niggas not fucking
No, no,
no
no.
No,
I'm saying
Rashad,
that everybody,
look,
I was
nobody is
rooting for
saying
you,
that.
Jig, but Kenya just blew you out the water. I can't
No,
even lie.
You're
well,
talking about niggas not
Rashad.
fucking
I
with
think
him,
where you get
Rashad.
lost
no. What?
into the shit is the
Wait, Jig,
personal
let me go real
issues are
quick.
often
Let A
tied
dog
to
go real quick,
business
G.
deals.
I thought you was done, A dog. I thought you was
Jig,
finna
let
go.
me toss it to you, Jig. Hang on.
Pause.
Rashad, how you said like all these people are saying their personal gripes about Ye and not it has nothing to do with the Jewish shit. How weird would it look for every single one of these niggas to be like, man, I'm so upset that Ye is saying this shit about Jewish people. I can't fuck with him no more. If every single one of them said that, that would look weird, obviously. That would look very obvious as a targeted, like, fucking attack and because of that specific thing. So of course they're going to be like, oh, my personal gripe with Kanye was this. My personal gripe with Kanye is this. Nobody said none of this last year, the year before that, 2020, 2016. Stop. Don't act like you don't see what's going on here. All right, go ahead, Jig.
Go.
Yeah, I think there's credence to some of the shit in a way that I feel like people aren't
Slick, no
being
one wants
real
to hear it.
about, right? Like, yes, Kanye is a nigga with mental health issues that has public rants about shit that most people would only talk about privately, right? That doesn't mean most of the shit he's saying is wrong or a lie, right? Because the problem is like he addressed the Virgil shit because of a deal that Virgil made behind his back where he felt like, hey, you disowned your loyalty to me and to black people. And instead of seeing us getting empowered, you took the money on the side to do the shit. Not saying that, hey, Kanye is going to be the savior for black people, whatever the case is, but that's why he's saying that. So when he does that, and then these other people who are friends with Virgil, who also have taken deals, right? Like Kid Cudi took a deal, did his shit, was wearing the dress, painting his fingernails, all of that shit, and said, yeah, I fuck with the Jews, right? Like the same way like Pusha T, who was the president of Good Music, said, hey, I'm gonna leave this nigga behind because he's talking about the Jews, but I'm gonna join Rock Nation and support them in their Jewish shit, right? Now we all don't fuck with Kanye. Like, yes, to a certain extent, you can say, hey, well, people are saying this about him, but it's also just weird when all of this is happening and there's side deals and business moves being made associated with, if you no longer fuck with Kanye, you can get down with us. That does look kind of strange for me to believe a nigga and say, hey, but you was fucking with this nigga so strong for so many years, and he's done some of this shit that you're saying now you don't fuck with him about. He's done a lot of this shit way before, and you was right next to him while he was doing it. Like, it looks strange to me, because I can't look at a nigga and say, yo, that's your mans who been doing this shit for 20 years, and now all of a sudden you ain't fucking with him no more, but you fucking with these new people who don't fuck with
It
him?
gets to a
Like, nah,
point.
that's real oppy to me.
Go ahead, Jonee.
Preach.
Go ahead, Jonee. And then we got Slick.
All I hear is, honest, to be very honest, a lot of selective outrage and double-mindedness, because I could have sworn we just had a conversation where niggas was saying Hove couldn't possibly be so innocent if every person is saying the same thing. These people know Hove personally. And I know somebody that just spoke was one of the main ones
Jig.
saying there was someone very specific that just spoke
Like I
and
said,
died on
Kanye
their,
ain't innocent.
please. I didn't interrupt at all because I did want to respect you and hear everything you
Don't
said.
sub me though, Billy.
So, yo, fine. But I remember hearing the point as it related to Hove that everybody can't be lying about you, right? So why now is everybody lying about Kanye? I don't think that when we get in these outside looking in, trying to have some of these I get it, conspiracy and things that really could be happening is going on. We know those things are real, right? We know that what we're given is not always the truth. We understand that. However, I always think it's interesting that when it's someone we like, we're willing to say the person that knows them in person, in real life, which is a Kid Cudi that had a close proximity relationship with him. When we know, okay, boom, this is a man that we know a lot about because I've had relationships with him. I've done albums with him. I've done work with him. I've done music with him. I'm now cutting this tie. You have Pusha T. I've worked with him. I've done music with him. I've done business with him. I'm now cutting ties. Now everything they're saying is conspiracy, but when it's related to Jay-Z, all of these people in proximity, because I know y'all ain't about to say that
Yes.
Nicki Minaj, again, let me finish. I know we're not about to say what Nicki Minaj is saying has no credence because she's saying it from a proximity point, right?
She
So
full of
people
shit.
are saying, oh, no. That's what people are
Cocaine
saying is
ranch.
that no, but the point is a lot of people are giving what she's saying credence because we as the outside will perceive it one way and you have someone with close proximity. I think close proximity is only going to be something you push to the side when you want to prove a point for somebody that you like.
I don't
And
like none of these niggas.
it's just weird.
I think people
Okay,
pick
can
and
I jump
choose
in
what
Jig,
real
you a
quick?
conspiracies to believe
double-minded
in.
Negro and it's nasty.
I don't like
Very
none of these
double-minded.
niggas.
Jonee. So the
Yes.
difference is the allegations, right? We're talking about someone who have sold crack to their mom, shot their brother. These conversations when people are speaking on Jay-Z is personal with proof, right? Outside of Kanye being to say, "Oh, that nigga crazy,"
But
right?
they've
What
had
We
text
proof have we
hold
messages
on,
on
seen
Ye
from
though.
hold
Jay
on,
They've
wait.
had
Z?
text
He
messages though, right?
Hold
admitting
on,
to molesting
wait.
his
Hold
cousin.
on, wait. Let me finish because a part of what Jiggy and them was saying is this is a nigga who always comes back when it's beneficial. Nikki, and I'm glad you said Nikki, because niggas will support you when it's beneficial, okay? And we see that this is a pattern with what's this nigga Cudi, right? Even Jay Z hopped on Donda and said that Donda told him to put the red cap on bringing him home, right? But he never put that cap down, right? And then he ended up scrapping his verse and was playing the baby's part. Then now niggas ain't cool because they didn't do what you wanted. I think that it's a complete different. We are not going to say that Kanye's persona and the allegations against him goes against him being a bad person. Now Jay Z, on the other hand, so many stories, and the stories is not like, oh, that nigga's crazy, or oh, it's, he's a boss so he's mean, right? No, they're like, this nigga fucked me over, he's a hoe ass nigga, he put people in this type of position, or oh, that nigga tried to undermine me with my contract. I think these are two completely different things. And like what Kenya said, Ye is the only person. Jay needed Beyonce to achieve it. Kanye didn't need nobody, just himself. So with that being said, I think that it is a pattern that, like what A Dog said, that people are obvious to, right? we don't fuck with him because he picked up the red cap. But Jay-Z went to Trump and got that pardon for Deseret, right? So we pick and choose when it's in our face. But Kanye ain't no Jay-Z. And I like how you painted that up, Jonee. I fuck with you, my girl. But these are two different entities. But that's my piece.
Big Sean said he was in a fucked up contract with good music. Not gonna lie. Go ahead.
Well, and Kanye, hold on, wait. Kanye, in his defense, said that that was the worst artist he ever signed, and I
Oh,
agree
Yep.
because
brother.
Big Sean is
Wait,
Wobbly,
wait,
talented.
wobbly,
wait.
Big Sean
Can
wobble
I
is
ass
add to
too
that?
nigga.
Go ahead.
talented to be
Ass, ass,
sitting.
ass,
Big
ass
Sean
nigga.
wanted to be in
Wow.
love. He didn't want to make no music. I agree
Bray,
with
Bray,
Kanye. The
but
audacity. Same thing with Teyana Taylor. It's embarrassing. Now Teyana Taylor got the
right.
message and she's doing great. But when you're underneath, Nicki Minaj and Drake understood that they were underneath a great. I need to produce greatness. Big Sean and Teyana Taylor played in Kanye's face. I would talk shit about them naggers too. And don't forget he's a Gemini. We like honesty before anything. We'll fuck the feelings.
Go ahead,
That's
Kenya.
just truth.
I talk shit about it.
Rashad, okay. I'm I'm kind of like a larger picture type of person. I'm saying if you like just take a step back, right? Everything that you hear about Kanye when it comes to like what's actually detrimental to the brand, it seems to be one particular thing. Nobody cares about anybody in with particular specific hip hop gossip. Nobody cares if you talk about black rappers or black artists or black women that deep. Nobody cares about that bad. That's not moving the needle, okay, when it comes to real issues. Now where Kanye stands, what does move the needle, and it's not just for him, it's for other people that aren't black, that aren't rappers, that aren't anything. There seems to be something that you just can't really talk about without having severe consequence. Now, when I say severe consequence, I mean your dollar will be affected. It don't matter who you are. Your dollar will be touched. This is like beyond Kanye. He's a small fish in the larger picture. He said, I personally feel like it's niggas running the show that we not really talking about. So we could talk about who's beefing with who. We could talk about who said what, but I'm telling you that there is somebody above us that is pulling strings to make things seem this way. And I want to talk about that. And because he said I want to talk about that, I do believe that that is why certain things are happening to him. You're not going to play in my face because he's not the only one. This is only within this sector. Kanye got in that truck, closed the door when the cameras was recorded and said, bro, I never killed nobody. Like y'all, they can't do to me what they be trying to do to them other niggas because I never killed nobody. I never raped nobody. There's not no weird orgy parties where shit look mad ambiguous and the bitch look a little bit drugged up. You can't get me. So all them weird situations that all them niggas was in, I didn't put myself in, so they're not gonna do that to me, so I'm gonna say what the fuck I wanna say. Everybody else is shutting up because they was at the weird parties. They was at the weird orgies where shit looked a little bit weird, and maybe niggas got a case. I don't know. That's the point. The point is, yes, there are people pulling strings, Rashad. There are always people pulling strings. You understand it in everything else. I'm telling you that it branches down to the everyday person's life. Anybody that's a banker or a teller, any bitch that's a dental assistant, a dental hygienist, any dentist. Tell me what corporation you work for. Tell me who owns it, bro. I'm telling you, bro, it's a
That's a
fucking
lot of
Jew.
shade for
Yo,
I'm
somebody.
telling you,
Kenya just
Rashad,
earned
it's
my
a
follow.
Hold,
fucking Jew, bro.
I think that
It's a
that's a lot.
Jew.
Y'all
Every
y'all are
time.
excusing because black
Let's
people love a
go.
good conspiracy theory, right? And so,
Not everyone.
what Kanye is doing, y'all are excusing his behavior and his tirades and his rants. Like I said, we can have a conversation.
We're not excusing it.
No,
No,
no, no.
what
Hold
I'm
Me
on. I got
saying is
some
saying
one
we
more.
can
to
we can have a conversation, multiple prong conversation, right? What y'all trying to do is have a singular conversation, and where because he's doing all of this, then that means that everything that's tied into it, every negative that comes across in his life, has to be tied into the fact that he's speaking out against the machine, and that's just not the goddamn truth. But let's go to O, and then we got A Dog. Go ahead, O. What's the word? How you feeling today?
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I'm feeling A little better. Getting over the little summertime flu. But real quick, I think first and foremost we need to stop idolizing like these artists, right? That's one, right? We gotta stop fanning out for these artists. They're mere mortals, right? Two, Shorty that just now was speaking hit the nail on the coffin, right? Because you have an artist, even though I don't agree with how he moves, right? He's moving freely because he can, right? He's not linked to any weird shit per se, or that we know. I don't know that man personally, right? But he's right, right?
Truth.
The Jews, right? You look at Congress even, and there's a long list of why are these congressmen all have Jewish backgrounds, right? There's a bigger player, right? There's the coach, there's the GM, and there's the owner, right? We get to dictate and talk about killing our ops, drugging our women, and murdering our brothers. But the minute somebody talks about Hitler, the minute somebody talks about the KKK, the minute somebody talks about the Jews, it's all hell must break loose and we must punish you and ban you from ever saying anything ever again, right? We're gonna freeze your money, your assets, and all of that nature, right? We have to understand that this is bigger than what we will ever understand or be able to touch for that matter. I love a good conspiracy. I think some of them are a little outlandish, but some of them are based on truth, right? Jews run shit. That small conglomerate, Israel, is extremely small. I don't know how. The footprint was made 100 years ago. And now they're running shit, right? They run everything, right? So when Kanye does the things that he does, yes, is he a good person? Probably not. I don't give a fuck though. But a broken clock is right twice a day, right? We know that. It's as simple as that. So you can't be too hard on a guy that's stating the obvious. It's just that other people are too scared to agree with him because then they would look like what? Targets. Oh no, I love
Rashad.
my money too much. Right? I love my money too much. We always talk about blacks, and real quick, I'm about to land. We always talk about why blacks aren't uprising, right? You know why? Because niggas are scared to lose their motherfucking job. That's why. I don't want to lose my 9 to 5. Nigga, you get paid $54,000 a year, nigga. You can lose that one. You ain't
Damn,
got no
dog.
family. You ain't got no family. You ain't got no kids. You ain't got nothing. You're supposed to be stepping on shit. Like the farmer in Colorado who continues to get harassed. All his dogs have been killed. All his cattle has been killed because he got 118 acres. And the white people harassing him. You know who was at the forefront? A black woman. Again, I always say, if you're black, love to be black. Hey, you got to risk a lot of shit being black, man. And that's all. That's all. I love y'all.
Go ahead, Adolf.
God damn, he went deep. You felt that shit, Rashad? God
Yeah,
damn.
shout out to him.
Right.
All
And
right,
he
so
cleared it up.
I
We're not conflating the shit. We're not excusing nothing, Rashad.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
what
yeah. There's
Hold on, wait. Let
negatives and
Adolf
positives
land.
and everything. There's negatives and
Cause ain't no
positives and everything
overtime
in
today.
life.
Go ahead, Adolf. Then we got King. We up
Real
out of here.
quick, yeah, yeah. The two things I posted in Jumbo. Yeah, people like to say, whether it was 2020, even when he voted for Trump, 2016, that's when, Kanye started quote unquote going crazy, whatever. 2010, when he made his runaway, like, short film that was like 7-10 minutes long, he had KKK hoods in his shit. Exhibit A. Exhibit B, 2007, 3 years earlier, in his Stronger music video, it depicted, he referenced himself in Akira style that depicted him breaking out of the hospital with police guard or authorities, I don't know, guards trying to track him down that had what on them? The Star of David, the fucking 6-pointed star on their fucking badge. He has been saying this type of stuff for long before Trump, long before y'all niggas hated him, long before the media told you to hate him. Like, you niggas just don't, sorry. Y'all just
Naggers.
don't want to see, naggers, there you go, naggers. Y'all naggers just don't want to see what's right in front of your face because it's gonna, like, break your whole fucking belief of money, power, the system, and what you believe is control. But, alright, go ahead.
Yeah, because
Go
And
it's
ahead,
simple.
Kenya.
Donda, add Donda to that list too, because if you watched it, he's
Rashad,
been
Rashad,
like that, been
Hold,
on that
hold on, wait.
time.
what
Go ahead,
I'm
Kenya.
Rashad, what I'm saying is that there's a lot of money moving, bro. There's a lot of money moving, Rashad, over our heads. There's a lot of fucking money being moved. Whatever gives us our topics and whatever we get to talking about in these spaces, I'm telling you, there's a lot of money that moved so that that would become our topic in these spaces. Nothing is really that much by chance. Okay? So a lot of money got moved for us to even get to talking about certain things. Now, what I'm saying is if you tell me that nobody everybody's allowed to talk about certain things. There's a lot of things to talk about under the sun, Rashad. But anytime we get to talking about one specific thing now, the only other optimal argument for what humans notice and the stats prove is that yes, there's a certain population of people that are just so intellectually superior to everyone else that that's why things look the way that they do. And you can buy that if you want, because there's no debate about the argument that we're having to say who controls what. We can look at it on paper. So Rashad, we're not debating that. That's not the debate. We know who runs what. We're talking about
This
why.
ain't the debate. I don't know
We're
how y'all niggas
talking
getting
about
down to this
why.
situation. We're talking about a man that's having a bad personal experience. When Big Sean
A
sat his ass
bad
up there,
personal
hold
experience.
on. When Big Sean sat his ass up there with Drink Champs and he told in detail about the Blessing song and told in detail about situations with Kanye West that had nothing to do with the people who's running the system. That had everything to do with, I wrote your
What?
verse, I promoted your shit, I did what you wanted me to do, and then you didn't do your part, and then now you mad at me and slandering my name. This has nothing to do with the machine.
And that would be who, Virgil?
No, that had to do with Kanye. You got to watch it. But all these situations and that people are experiencing or with Kanye West has nothing to do with all he's speaking about the machine. If you go and listen to exactly what
Stop,
Pusha T
Rashad.
said, hold on,
Stop.
wait. If you go and listen to exactly what Pusha T said, it had nothing to do with the machine. If you look at exactly what Kid Cudi said, it had nothing to do with that. His wife, Big Sean, Jay-Z. It has nothing to do with that. He's a fuck nigga. And so y'all keep trying to make it seem like, oh shit, well he's speaking out, so we got it. No, that shit is lame. That shit lame.
This is just bias against bias. This ain't gonna get nowhere, so.
Go ahead,
Well,
go
I'm
ahead.
unbiased because I ain't got no side to none of the shit. And I think the problem
We got
is
a minute on the
like,
clock, G. We in overtime.
right, but you don't want to accept, Rashad, that like the validity of certain things can affect like other parts of something, right? Like, yes, nobody has denied Kanye West has mental health problems. Nobody has denied that he's had conflicts with artists under him. Rightfully so. Big Sean was putting out dumbass music. The nigga had to redo his album for him. He can slander him and say, hey, you were on my label and I signed you and you were doing weak ass shit. And it's like, okay, since you've said you don't fuck with me no more, what music have you put out that's really popping and doing better than that? It's the same bullshit you were doing and you get clowned on it. Niggas do clown Big Sean for the same weak ass bars that he does. He couldn't even rap on beat when he first came out. Like, it's not like hating shit. I hate that everything has to be one or the other because I'm a person that's I'm going to
Nah,
look
you
at it
preaching.
objectively. And the problem is, guess what? The nigga spoke on some shit that other people are scared to talk about. And people took that as a chance to say their personal issues with him are now why they're not fucking with him while they go sign other deals that have to do against the agenda of what he's
All
speaking
of a
on.
sudden.
It
All
can't
of a
just
sudden
be
though.
coincidental because again, right? It's the same way niggas acted like, oh, Kanye went crazy because he's talking about God and making gospel albums. Nigga, his first single is called Jesus Walks. Like, what the fuck was y'all listening to? The nigga
If he
been
talked
doing the
about
same
shooting and
shit
killing niggas,
his
y'all wouldn't have called him
entire
crazy.
fucking career. He's been doing the same shit. Even when you listen to College Dropout, he's like, yeah, you know, and a nigga buy this just so I can do, like, he's been talking about the same shit, but people now have a reason to act polarized against it so that they can villainize him. And I'm like, alright, bro, we're not gonna act like
I
all of a
bet if
sudden now
Kanye would
y'all
have
done
just
figured
dated
out
his
he's the
son, you would have said he was fire.
right. Now y'all act like he's the big bad man because he's speaking on these things and everybody has these new gripes with him when literally, the nigga's been in the league for so long doing this thing with the music that y'all can't sit around and say, oh, all these niggas want to fuck with you and you giving them hits. But now that you not giving them hits no more, it's, oh, he's the bad man we all need to get away from. Fuck out
Hey,
of
what's
here.
Yeah,
the
I don't know
saying?
what
You
world
live
y'all
long
live
Fuck
enough
in.
out of here,
as
nigga.
a
I
Get him,
don't know
hero.
Jig.
what world y'all live
Nah,
in,
that's
but listen, y'all niggas is crazy. Listen.